Good morning. For today's activity, we have the activity for this video is for helping students with their reading comprehension. The activity that I create is for first grade students, I'm sorry, but also you could use it in pre-K, in kindergarten, and so on. Even on upper grades, because this is an activity that will help students to be really involved and also to have fun while they are at the same time that they are learning. The activity that I create, they call it word wall, which is this. I got a basketball ball and I label it with questions about reading comprehension. Like, for example, who, why, what happened, how, where, and when. Those words and main kids words that help us when we are for our reading comprehension when we are reading a book. So this is the main questions that we do in order to understand what we read. For this activity, I would read a book that for the children that called Dogs in a Row. I know how important for children and all children visual learnings, auditory learnings, and even hands-on learners to be able to touch and to participate on each activity. Comprehension reading is an activity that really needs to be developed in a fun way, so that way students, instead of feeling that it's something boring and they don't understand and they don't enjoy it to do it, they could see the opposite way, that you could have fun while also learning at the same time. That reading could be something enjoyable, something that allows your imagination to fly away, and also to be able to make connections with the words that you know, with the words that you understand, and also to have a meaning on the story. So, like I say, the first part that I would do for my children is, after explaining the activity that we are going to do, word wall, so we are going to read the book. The book is about dogs in a row. I would do the map reading, which I would take asking about what did they think about the book is about it. Then I will show them some pages, no, some pages, so they will be able to guess what the book is. And that way we are gonna have our first part covered on this activity, which is make questions for the students and to predict about the story. After we read the story, we are going to play the word wall. The word wall is like a, you could see I labeled this word like I explained before, and each student will need to spin the ball. I did. Oh, sorry, to spin the ball. Once this ball stop, I'm gonna say stop, so that it won't take that long. So they will respond the question that will facing them up. Like in this case, I got the question why. So the student who got the ball needs to answer why, the question why. So what is why? Let's say, for example, why the dogs move from the pound to the building apartment. And the student will need to answer this question. So then after he finishes, the student will pass the ball to the another student. And so on, each student will have the opportunity to spin the ball and also to respond the question. That way I will be able to be sure that the students were involved in the reading activity and they start understanding the story, and they will be able to respond the main key questions for the story. This is a nice way to help students to build the reading and the reading comprehension. The second part that I create for this activity, I call the frame the four squares question. I'm sorry, I don't know if you can see it. So students for this activity, they will need to fold a piece of paper on four squares, equal squares, and they will be able to respond on the word on the paper the questions who, where, when, and what happened in this order. so they will be able to have sequence on the reading activity. The students need to, on this activity, if you could see it, the students in this activity, they need to respond who. In this case, who was the main character in the story? In this case, they will say the dog. Then they will not say, they have to respond where is about, they need to explain where the story happened, what was the place that the story happened. Also, when it was a date, it was a night, it was in the morning. So they need to, there are main key words that they need to answer in order to develop the reading comprehension. And last, they have to respond what happened. So this is the words that they need to respond on this activity: who, when, who, where, when, and what happened. Also, for them, they need to just write a short sentence about the story, and they have to draw this what happened in the story like this. With this activity, I'm pretty sure that the students will be able to reinforce the reading comprehension, and also to start enjoying this, to start enjoying to read more books, because the more we read, the more books they are going to be able to understand, and they are going to be able to grow the vocabulary and also all the reading skills. I hope that you like this video. Please let me know your comments about it. Okay, thank you and have a wonderful day.